Okay, hi Gene. This is a pretty easy story. It's pretty basic. Congresswoman Judy Chu, who is a ranking member of the House Small Business Subcommittee, is coming to Pasadena to hold a public hearing to brainstorm and discuss the problems women are facing trying to secure business loans and working capital for their businesses or startups. Women have less access to financing, the Congresswoman claims. Women have less access to financing than men do. And the Congresswoman wants to try to change this. So in the email I'm sending you, here is her press release, and it talks about she is the ranking member of the House Small Business Subcommittee on Economic Growth, Tax, and Capital Access. We'll hold a public hearing in Pasadena, okay? So, and below here, and that's just sort of the nuts and bolts, the facts of what's happening. Below is the who, when, where. So you have the address and everything else. And I got an interview, which is also attached, and I've highlighted the important parts here for you. So it's important to note, and this doesn't have to be a quote, this is an official hearing of the House Small Business Committee in Washington, D.C. And I asked her, what do you folks actually do? So just give this as a kind of a background. The House Small Business Subcommittee looks at the state of affairs for small businesses across the nation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's a little bit of a background of what they actually do. Okay, and I asked her about the SBA. So, of course, the SBA plays a huge role in the guarantee of loans. So this just talks about if you go to a bank, you're probably going to get turned away. And then this is an interesting little fact. 73% of businesses are turned away for conventional loans, and the SBA helps them by securing the loans. Okay, then I asked what process do they go through. So yes, they go through a similar process as a bank. So they do look at your financial records, that kind of thing. But she claims that people have the peace of mind of having the SBA loan guarantee, or the banks have the peace of mind, rather. Okay, so this is kind of a cute little quote here. Okay, all right, so you know that for funds are very important, startup, blah, blah, blah. Everyone wants to be the next Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Okay, so she was very, very shocked to find that women are at much of a disadvantage with regards to getting these types of venture capital funds. They only get 10% of the money that men get. Okay, so that's just a little fact you can put in there as well as a quote from her. Okay, and I talked about women have made great strides in the business community, and they're pretty much 50-50 in the business community and in the workforce. But in terms of having equity in pay, that's not the case. Actually, women earn 80% for every dollar that men earn. And so she's just sort of touting her horn about, women earn less and have less access to capital. So women receive less than 5% of these investments, talking about the small business investing capitals that is provided by the SBIC. And yeah, so you can just add a little bit of this up here. This program is Small Business Investing Capital Program, and women receive less than 5% of these. Okay. So then I asked, what can the business subcommittee do to change this? And so you can just give this as a quote. I wanted to shine a light on the problem, blah, 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 look for some solutions. Yeah, there you go. That's just a quote. There are so few, okay, that's one of her solutions. And then this is just going on and on. And so then to the point, what do you hope to accomplish in Pasadena? I hope to shine a light on the problem, and I'd like for people to listen to the experience. Okay, so that's kind of what she wants to do. And the rest is all some details that you don't really have to include. This is sort of the nuts and bolts of what she wants to accomplish in Pasadena. And then more blah, blah, blah. The event is open to everybody, and we'd like to hear their feedback with regards to the problem and solutions that they have. So you don't really have to preface that too much, except when you're talking about the event itself. Okay, it's open to everybody, and they like to hear people's feedback. And just a quick, kind of a side note, the Small Business Development Center, which is in Pasadena, the Small Business Center is the best and most effective program in the SBA, blah, blah, blah. So that's just a little thing that they do that you can include. And I think that's it. Okay, so just use her press release and the snippets that I pointed out here, and I think you should be in good shape. Let me know if you have any questions, and everything is in the email along with this transcript. So, okay, talk to you later. Bye.